All right. Hey, how you doing? This is Eric from Amp Live and the Amp Live Real Estate Show. Happy Wellness Wednesday. Hopefully you got your dry scoop today. Did you get your dry scoop today? Huh? I heard that somewhere. I think that's a gym thing. Not saying anything bad about it because, hey, right, got to lose those poundages as well. Working out is awesome. It's discipline. It brings all those things to the table. So just, don't take it personal. But I heard some crazy stuff. It's like, hey, yeah, I'm going to take these vitamins and supplements and things of that nature. By the way, I'm Eric. I'm going to be your host today for the Amp Live Real Estate Show and Amp Live TV. So always live, raw, and uncut and all that beautiful, lovely stuff. And then obviously, usually we'll get chopped up and monetized and spread out throughout the social media world. Right now, this is being streamed live on social media platforms, Twitch, YouTube, there's Facebook, and all that other good stuff, right? And all the other platforms that are out there, as many as we can tap into. So definitely like, love, and share. Appreciate it. Once again, this is Eric from Amp Live TV and the Amp Live Real Estate Show today for Wellness Wednesday. So talk usually about some health and a couple other things, the health of real estate, personal health, and all that good stuff, any of those tips, because that's where, that's what I'm doing. So hopefully you're doing the same thing. But we're also going to be talking about real estate, creative real estate, because that's our jam. Or it could be, wow, what do we got for you today? Is there a Wellness Wednesday for you today? Well, for me, for you, for us. We're going to do some free training today. We're going to talk about how to find those subject to or sub-to deals through a playbook that we created. So we created a PS playbook for sub-to deal finding. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about today. And that's it. Okay, so it'll be about maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes. And then it got a skedoodle because we're building out the 6-week creative real estate accelerator program for you and others across the United States of America. So I'm proud of it. I'm excited. It's going to help you. It's going to help others throughout the United States of America. And it's going to be a way for you to dip into the business, continue into the business, even if you're seasoned, right? If you're a seasoned investor, because we're going to be sharing some of our proprietary stuff that we do, as well as our trade secrets as well inside of that program, right? So it's private and secure and all that good stuff. But that's enough of that. We're going to get into this. Okay, so let me go ahead and put these spectacles on. But hopefully you're doing well. A little PSA. So obviously we're powered by Amp Live and Amp Live Media. So I have a couple little commercials in here for Amp Live TV and our sponsor, VIPeXecs, Realty, Lending, and Investments, Step into Excellence, and Luxury Properties. Okay, so we're bringing all that stuff to the table for you and others across the United States of America. And yes, even here in beautiful, crazy Southern California, it's dark outside right now. So, it usually come out, try to do about 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. are the times. And then, hey, if I just get, wild hair in up my butt, then it's like, boom, all right, I'm going to do it at 7, I'm going to do it at 8, I'm going to do it at 9. And we just roll with it, right? So kind of been like a mad scientist inside of the lab, putting this program together and all this stuff. So it's pretty interesting. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of bonuses are coming down the wire, some calculators, sub-to calculators, some deal automators, analyzers, as well as what we're putting together is an app where we'll actually be able to pop out LOIs and offers based on the contracts we use and our LOIs through Amp Live and the Amp Live method. And you'll be able to pop that stuff in there and pop them out and start, so there's a lot being put into this, but of course it's an accumulation of several years, right, that we've been doing this. So let's get to it. I'm going to go ahead and post something. I definitely would encourage you to jump on the Facebook group. So I'm going to put that right there. Boom. It's going to be right there. You can join live now. That's the Facebook group. That's Let's Share Real Estate Investment Deals. You can jump on that, scan that QR code. That's it. Easy peasy. It's free. You get in the group, share your deals, and see all this cool stuff that we're doing, and vice versa. I want to see what you're doing. I want to see what deals you got rocking and rolling. Definitely send those down the wire. Oh, let me put these back on. All right. So where are we going over here? So I want to definitely a PSA right here really quick for the Amp Live TV. Amp Live TV, always real, raw, and standing for truth. Live on YouTube right now. So definitely like, love, and share. We appreciate it. It's home of the Amp Live Real Estate Show. I'm your host, Eric of Amp Live and VIPeXecs. So we're rocking and rolling here, like I said, here in crazy, cool Southern California. Same token, we're in the Texas Triangle, anywhere, in Florida, anywhere where there's deals or mentees that we're working with exclusively. We're working those areas. And so we get the pulse of real estate, right? And that's usually on a Friday, talking about what areas are cool, what's rocking in certain areas, what's not rocking, software, tech, all that good stuff, because it's part of the business, right? So this is a business. So you need to treat it like a business. And a lot of people don't, right? It's a high side hustle, or they dip their toes in and things of that nature. And I commend them for doing so. I always say, congratulations for getting started. That's freaking awesome, right? So awesome wellness. Hopefully you're doing well. I got my dry scoop today. No, I'm just kidding. There's not. It's just water, good old alkaline water. So popping a little bit of alkaline, some regular water, supplements and things of that nature. Yeah, extra little push-ups here and the Orwellian stretches, right? Got to definitely start popping some weight for sure. Not popping on weight, but actual free weights and things of that nature. A little bit of, some nature walks and things of that nature are happening. But that's enough of me. I want to hear about you. Definitely reach out and rock and roll the chat. So as we're going through here, we're going through this training. I'm going to share PropStream subject to, it is about PropStream or PS for subject to deal finding. I'm going to share our method and playbook on how we're able to lock down those filters and actually build that list and stack that list and actually find those sub 2 deals that have the 2, 3, 4% interest rates that are back in the, when they're, rocking at 2019, 2020, 21, and all that good stuff, when you're getting awesome interest rates. So that's good for buy and holds, and it's also good for investors, even like ourselves, who say, hey, we want to take that down. Even if we're fix and flip, right? It's a better rate than hard money or anything like that. You can. And that's something that we do a little bit different. We will do subject to do fix and flips. So keep that in mind. We actually got some calculators that are rolling out and being built and tested and making sure that they're working correctly for us. Then we're going to release them out to all our mentees, as well as anybody, if you want them, that'll be built out. A subject to fix and flip calculator works awesome. And there's also just a regular standard sub 2 calculator. But let's get into it, okay? So there is that scan. You can scan that QR code for the groups right there again. Boom, it's right over there in the corner. Boink, right over there. And if you ever want to be a guest on the Amplified Real Estate Show, do a chat. Reach out. Okay, I'm going to pop a chat right up in here. And usually, I don't know why this is always here, but I guess it is there. But that's free. You can get that for free. Or you can find a bunch of stellar leads effortlessly by surfing for deals. It's in the chat. I'm going to type in my rock and roll, and then we're going to get into it because we're already about 7 minutes in. Okay, rock and roll is all what you do. Well, let's go ahead and bring this up and see what we got here. Okay, so here we go. All right, so pay attention. You can watch, like, love. We appreciate it. Email, shoot us a DM. If you get stuck on this, you're going, wow, quite don't understand what this is about. We'll work with you. We'll help you. There's not like full support, but hey, we'll work with you in any capacity we can. It's open door policy. Shoot a DM, or someone get in contact with me, or we'll get in contact with you somehow, and we'll help you through this. Okay, so it's easy peasy stuff. Once you know, but this is a PropStream subject to deal finder playbook. Okay, this is for SoCal, Texas deals, but you can do it anywhere in the United States of America. That's the beautiful thing about this. And PropStream and other platforms. Look, we've tested these. Okay. Anytime a new platform, including like PropWire, comes to the table, we test it for about 3 to 6 months to see, how accurate the data is compared to other data. How's the skip tracing? How is it with pre-foreclosures? How is it with probates? How is it with vacant properties? Is the data correct? Even are the property addresses correct? Are they pulling up? All that good stuff, right? Is the mortgage information correct? And things of that nature. Excuse me. It's a little bit of water time. All right. But I'm excited for the future. You should be excited for the future too, because there's opportunity everywhere. And want to share share the opportunities with you at the end of the day. But let's get into it, okay? I'm going to put these spectacles on. We're going to roll through this for the next 5 or 10, 15 minutes. And if you have any questions, if you're here, definitely reach out, raise your hand, and we'll get to you through a DM after this is done. It's going to be locked down and then obviously monetized and chopped up and all that good stuff. But if you want this report or you want this guide, this playbook, definitely reach out, shoot a DM, and we'll get it to you, okay? All right, so step-by-step filter guide it's for list stacking. And yes, AI scoring, that means artificial intelligence, as you know. It's an outreach pipeline. Check this out. Here we go. Let's move on. Let's rock and roll. So the key filter most investors don't know exists, right? Why PropStream? To find these deals. Now, PropStream's estimated interest rate filter under mortgage information, which is cool, lets you search for properties with a specific loan rate, right, on their open loans. They're set to 1 to 4%, and you instantly, obviously, you're looking for those ones that are from 2019 to 2022, Those are vintage, obviously, mortgages. You want those, the exact rates we're talking all over in for a sub-2 deal. You want that type of stuff so you can cash flow, right? And it's also better than hard money of the 9, 10, 12, 15% interest rates and all that other good stuff. Plus, you're getting in where you're not having to qualify for the loan because you're going sub-2 and a few other things. I'm not going to go deep into that. I just want to share this with you and show you how to actually work these filters. So you can go to PropStream. They do have like a free trial. If you go to the website or if you get into the program or one of our programs, there's obviously, there's always affiliate links. You can click the link and go get it. We get paid a couple of bucks for sharing it with you, but it's not why we endorse it. We endorse it because it works. PropStream has good data. All right. There are some other platforms that I'm going to share with you probably tomorrow. It's going to be on a Thursday for Thursday deal day. So it's perfect for our Amp Live tech stack. Right. So there's going to be a shorter version of it and then a longer version, right? More cost effective on what you can be doing to go out and hunt those deals, find those deals, and then a longer tech stack to be able to say, man, I got some volume, I'm rocking and rolling, and you're going to use more tools because there is no perfect CRM that has everything. And so you got to line up and you got to test the ones that are working for you for a business. This is what we do for the Amp Live method and for Amp Live, as well as everything we do for the American Mentee program and VIPeXecs and all the other good stuff. Okay, so you're looking for low mortgage rates, spot between 2019 and 2022. Obviously, you want meaningful equity. You want 20 to 60% equity, right? You want something to work with, enough room to negotiate, right? And not so much that they demand tons of cash. Now, it depends on where these properties are coming from because they're going to be stacked up. There's going to be some vacant properties. There's going to be some nice houses in nice areas. There's going to be some pre-foreclosures. There's going to be some probate stuff maybe. Those are usually free and clear, so it's a different type of jam. You probably won't find too many of those, but maybe some reverse mortgages and things of that nature. So motivation to sell, life event, financial stress, or property burden driving creative terms, okay? There's several reasons why that might happen. Now, on market status, not listed yet. We don't want the listed properties when we're doing this. Now, there are a lot of people that go after those listed properties. I get it, MLS, but also everybody else and their mother has access to that, okay? Unless they're pocket listings and things of that nature. You got an agent and you're building relationships with the unicorn agent. And they say, yeah, go ahead and shoot that over. Let me take a look at it before you actually list the property, okay? That does happen too, okay? But so once the MLS, they have chosen to, as you know, they chose the traditional freaking path. Okay, we don't want to do that. But there are there. If you dig hard enough, that's part of your marketing. But why do that when you can just stack these lists? There's juicy, awesome gold in them there hills, okay? And you'd be hunting deals this particular way. Now, this is Southern California, Texas. It could be Florida. It could be Montana. It could be Washington. It could be any of the states, anywhere in the United States of America, freaking Alaska if you want, Cuba or whatever the hell. I should say Puerto Rico, not Cuba, Puerto Rico. Anyways, here we go. So Southern California, target counties. You can target your counties, obviously, priority zips. This is just for us, for an example. You could target sweet spots are 450 to 850,000 for Southern California. Now, Texas is a little bit different, right? See, the sweet spot is 200 to 450,000 for the home value. Rate filter is 1 to 3.5% from 2020 to 2022 is the peak. Same thing for Texas. Now, like I said, it could be any state across the United States of America, but for the training purposes here, the geographics are for Southern California and Texas, right? That's where we're working. So motivation, absentee plus 4 pre-foreclosures, right? Now for Texas, it's pre-foreclosures and tax delinquent is what you're looking for, okay? Now why this works. Sellers want out of California but can't afford a capital gains hit, right? Sub-2 lets them leave without selling. At the same token, there could be pre-foreclosures and other reasons, right? Obviously. Why it works in Texas, high Texas property taxes is what's happening. Kind of sucks, right? Now it says there's a flat fee. There's only, state tax, but the taxes are a little higher. All right, create distress even for owners with great rates and solid equity. See it happening all the time. All right, that's how you're able to get those deals. All right, so now let's check this out. Apply all 5 filters together in PropStream's filter menu, okay? So the mortgage information, we want the interest rate, right? And then you're going to want the interest rate fixed, obviously. You don't want adjustable loans. That's a different thing. If you're like a loan officer, you can try to look for those adjusted rates and go after those type of people and get some loans. All right, so this avoids arms that could adjust post takeover. And you also want to be able to do your due diligence and pull those mortgage statements and make sure you know and you understand what exactly you're purchasing or working with, okay? Valuation, equity, 20 to 60%, right? You need room to negotiate without cash demands, and it's okay. There's going to be cash demands and it's all right, right? So don't worry about that. We're not going to talk too much about that right now. But when it comes up, we'll work with you on that. Or if you already know what you need to do, then great. Ownership. Years owned, 3 to 10 years. Okay. 2014 to 2022 purchase window is when they kind of purchase those properties, right? So you obviously want off-market properties, pre-listing letter, sellers only, single family property is what you're looking for. Now, these filters are found under the mortgage info and prop stream filter menu. Okay. Now, the estimated interest rate filters are for Subto filter that most investors don't know exist. It lets you find 2019 to 2022 mortgage. It's a mortgage worth assuming. Okay. So, and remember, this is always live and uncut. I don't like doing the scripted thing, but we're changing up the programming and all that good stuff. So just bear with me on some of this stuff, right, as we move through it. And we go through the motivation. Okay. Stack these on top of the mortgage filters to find why they can't see why they will accept Subto. Now, Subto is an art. Negotiating is an art. Sales is an art. But once you learn it, it is what it is. It becomes part of your course. So it's an awesome thing. Okay. Now it says highest here, right? The highest pre-foreclosure, missed payments, low rate, perfect Subto candidate. They need out, but they can't sell traditionally because there's not enough time. They're on a clock. Okay. Also, we got another high one. The highest is, and then we got high absentee owners out of state. Now they're going to be landlords, but they're also going to be motivated. Okay, managing a SoCal or Texas property from afar is costly. Many would do Subto just to stop the headache. Okay, it's a pain in the butt. They got lives and other things that they need to do, and then they're trying to deal with the property. Trust me, I know how that feels, and I know what that's about. It can happen to any of us, right? Tax delinquent is another one. That's for the Texas rock and roll state. Behind on taxes, but has a great mortgage, Subto, plus catching up the taxes equals a win-win, right? Now, I always say a win-win-win situation, but we'll get into that later. Another good lead is senior owner, 65 plus, downsizing, health changes, or estate planning, all right? Wants a clean exit without listing the property, right? And and obviously getting some checks over a period of time also works too if you're going with some seller finance. Or seller, should say Subto. Divorce leads are great, and of course foreclosures. So let's keep on rocking and rolling here. A few more minutes. We'll probably maybe about 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, so we're going to build a list. Mortgage plus equity base, right? B, going to build a list. Number 2, add pre-foreclosure. So we're stacking this list here, right? Properties on multiple lists equals multiple motivated sellers equals your highest lead. I should say your hottest leads, right? And then build list number 3. Add absentee owners, okay? And then identify multiple list properties. What that basically means is click any property. PropStream will show you, right, many of your saved lists that appear, right? And it's gonna show that it's stacked. If it comes up on 2 or 3 lists, then you got a priority outreach. You want to rock and roll to those leads, okay? And promote that. All right, PropStream intelligence, skip trace, call, and all this good stuff. So some of this here, I'm gonna this will be altered too. Obviously, this was put together based on what we do, and some modifications is what I'm going to share with you, right? So obviously, pre-foreclosure is high, poor and disrepaired properties, right? Estimated monthly payment $2,200 for SoCal, $1,400 for Texas, somewhere around there, right? Wholesale value, check the 70% AVM or ARV figure. Okay, and then step number 7, okay, is going to be skip trace to outreach pipeline, right? So you're going to skip trace these properties. Depends on where you go. Now, PropStream is acquired batch, so I know that batch has some good data. Not so good for pre-foreclosures unless it's gotten better over the years. So I would suggest either Skip Butler or Property Radar for pre-foreclosure data. If it's going to be absentee owners, then cool. You can use Batch, you can use Skip Butler, you can use Deal Machine because they got great data as well. Property Radar has great data as well. If you're on a budget, you can go to Fast People Search for free, but you got to do onesies and twosies, and that could be a pain in the arse, okay? But and it's only what 5, 10, 15 cents a freaking skip. Come on, it's not that, it doesn't cost that much. It's not like it used to back in the last cycle, back in the 2000s, early 2000s. If you wanted to skip trace and you needed data on a person, it was almost like $80 to $100, and you had to hire a detective to find all the information. It's freaking crazy. All right, so you're going to want to skip trace all that information, right? One, obviously sort out the foreclosure factors, skip trace. You're gonna then you can obviously Use the dialer inside of your CRM. If you have a CRM, and obviously PropStream is not a CRM, it's about data. So I would recommend jumping on REI Reply. If you need a link, let me know. We'll get you a link. Yes, it'll be probably an affiliate link. To jump on REI Reply, they have the dialer. You can build out your landing page. You can build out all the stuff that you need to lead generate, text, ringless voice message, a dialer, and all that good stuff, and to keep track of all your leads, okay? And running those rock and roll campaigns is what I would recommend, okay? And then pop all that skip trace data. If you're going to go with some postcards and things of that nature, cool. I will turn you on. If you're interested in doing some direct mail, then let me know, and I'll point you in the right direction for that if you need to do that, okay? So let's keep on rocking here. Almost done. So quick reference, okay? So the core filter stack, okay? Interest rate, equity, years owned, MLS status, off market, property type, single family or SFRs. Motivation is priority is pre-foreclosures, absentee owners at estate number 2, and tax delinquent number 3. Now, the rest are senior owner, divorce, or foreclosure factor medium to high, okay? Step number 7 is the workflow. Now, this workflow, don't worry about too much. If you want to get into this, I can share that with you. But the workflow is basically just going through. Let me see if I can explain it to you. I just don't want to make this video too long because we're already hitting that 20 minutes. I'm going to cut this out already, so this way you can digest it, go forward, backward, forward, take a look. If you need some help, shoot a DM and we'll work with you on all this good stuff, okay? So apply core stack, add motivation filters, set market specific parameters. This is the stuff that we already were talking about, and then stacking your lead. Okay, we're going to move to the last page here. Obviously, rock and roll, go find some deals. Obviously, I'm Erick Jimenez of Amp Live and Amp Live TV and the Amp Live Real Estate Show, powered by Amp Live Media, a media broadcasting and marketing company, sponsored by VIPeXecs Realty, Lending and Investments, and Luxury Properties. Step into excellence. There's a little bit of information there. Now, the next steps, you start with 3 to 5 zip codes in your primary market. Pull your first Subto base list today. Don't wait. Pull it right now. Go to PropStream, and if you don't have one, I'm sure if you have an account, awesome. If you don't have an account, get a free trial and rock it and test it. Skip trace up to about 50 foreclosures with the factor leads or more. We like to do counties and cities. Make 10 calls before the end of the week. Log everything, and of course, your Amp Live CRM, or using your REI Reply, or using whatever CRM you have. Obviously, I'm your host of the Amp Live Real Estate Show, and there is some information. You can email me there. You can go to amplivemedia.com. You can give us a call, do a chat, or any of that good stuff. We'd love to hear from you. And I do appreciate you watching. Amp Live TV, always real, raw, and standing for truth. Home of the Amp Live Real Estate Show. Obviously, your host of Amp Live and VIPeXecs. I'm going to go ahead and put this up really quick as we got this rolling out. Definitely the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. Very proud of how it's turning out and how it's starting to churn up and come down the wire. That'll be, I believe, it's a pre-launch right now. So pre-launch is going on right now. Take advantage of it. There'll be some stuff and probably some links and things of that nature as we move forward. I believe the launch is April 30th. That'll be a Thursday. And take advantage of it now while you can, because it's super cheap. It's like, I think, $147 compared to $19.97 for the first 50 people. Then awesome. You're going to rock and roll. We're going to work with you, and we're going to rock deals together. After the first 50, then it's going to the regular price of $1,997 buckaroos. So trust me, no BS at the end of the day, especially the way I am and the way we are and how we do stuff. We'd like to stick to that stuff, all right? We want to be working with quality people and things of that nature, and I'm sure that's you. At the end of the day, so you can't beat the onboarding process. We're doing that right now, okay? So definitely take advantage of it. Look forward to rocking and rolling with you. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. Appreciate you watching. I will roll with this, and then we'll kind of close it up just for some thought. But most people will never close a real estate deal, not because they're not smart, because they never take control. Now, I say jump on that pre-launch. If you're still watching videos but not closing deals, well, it's okay. Hey, I get it. I'm watching videos. We all watch videos. We're all going to be reading and studying. I'm going to introduce you to the Amp Live digital program. If you said you wanted to get into real estate, this is your shot. Okay, it's the Amp Live American. It's the Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. Okay, I definitely challenge you to jump aboard, reach out, touch bases. if you would like this document here, which is the rock and roll real estate prop stream. Let me see where we at. Wait, we'll go right here. Put that back up there. Bear with me. Prop stream subject to deal finder playbook. And you want that thing, just shoot us a DM or put it in the chat that you want the playbook, and we'll get it over to you. Okay. So without further ado, rock and roll and all what you do. You have an awesome Wellness Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow for Thursday deal day, Friday for Friday highlights, Saturday for some Saturday training. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about the Amp Live tech stack. So that's really gonna help you lead and churn a bunch of deals and to help you build your pipeline. Okay, from leads to appointment to offers to deals to COE, close of escrow, which is what we're all here to do. All right, so we'll talk to you soon. God bless you with abundance, prosperity, health, and wealth. I'm gonna roll this up here so you can actually see my mug. Rock and roll. We appreciate you. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and we'll see you tomorrow for Thursday deal day. All right.